Hi, I'm Dr. Quinn Johnson. I'm the chair of the Department of Anesthesiology at the University of Missouri. And on behalf of myself and over 30 faculty, we'd like to wish our congratulations to our graduating class of 2020. We know that this isn't the ideal circumstances to provide this type of congratulations or celebration, but we wanted to take this opportunity to acknowledge the amount of hard work, dedication, sacrifice that these 5 individuals have had. And it's been a real honor to be a part of their educational process. Many of you either maybe already or are physicians and understand what's involved in a residency and the time and the dedication involved. But this group of residents has been a real pleasure to work with. It certainly had some interesting end for everything with the coronavirus, but prior to all of that, this is a group of individuals that has gone above and beyond, whether it's in research or clinical excellence. And it's been a real pleasure to be a part of their education and to be part of the training. We certainly hope that in the coming years that you remain connected with us. We're interested in obviously not only your class, but all classes on what you're going to do. And as family members and as loved ones, significant others, standing by and being a part of this process. Many of you we've never met, but we recognize that there's a tremendous amount of support, effort, encouragement that's gone in not only for the residency, but through medical school and throughout this entire time period. So this is a celebration not only of our 5 graduating senior residents, but for the family as well. Again, although it's a brief or at least an unusual way to celebrate, I hope that it doesn't diminish or that this hopefully helps acknowledge that hard effort, that significant work that's gone into the residency. So again, thank you for being a part of our family. Again, we expect to hear from you and we want to, and congratulations on this incredible achievement. And we look forward to seeing what you do in the future as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and turn over the time to our Associate Program Director, Dr. Jeanette McVeigh.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Jeanette McVeigh. I'd also like to thank the families of our graduates for the love and support they've provided throughout the past 4 years of residency, as this can be a very challenging time, as we all saw over the last 4 months, even more challenging than usual. Without your support, none of this would have been possible for our residents. So we're going to do the awards portion of our celebration, and we'll present 2 residency awards: the Kenneth Cowan Award to a first-year resident and the Robert Drips Award to a graduating senior. Our first award is the Kenneth Cowan Award, which goes to an outstanding first-year anesthesia resident. This award is voted on by faculty and based on a combination of hard work, dedication to peers, academic achievement, and going the extra mile in the day-to-day practice of anesthesiology. This award goes to Dr. Kirsten Norby. Congratulations, Dr. Norby, on your achievement. Our second award of this year is the Robert Drips Award, which goes to a graduating senior. This award is also voted on by faculty and is based on preparation for cases, dedication to education, management of crisis, academic achievement, and who has most embraced anesthesiology as a profession and remained engaged throughout their residency training. This year's award goes to Dr. Debbie Fubara. Congratulations, Dr. Fubara, on this achievement. At this time, I'll hand it over to our program director, Dr. Fred O'Donnell, who will honor our graduating seniors.
Thank you, Dr. McVeigh. My name is Fred O'Donnell. I'm the Residency Program Director here at the University of Missouri. And I also want to welcome everyone who is watching this on video, wherever you may be. And I'm sorry we couldn't do this in this celebration in person this year, but we still wanted to recognize and celebrate our graduating residents for all of their dedication and their hard work over the past 4 years. Being a medical resident is a hard job. It's a very intense period. Means a lot of long days and sleepless nights in the hospital on a very high stress work environment. And that means a lot of time away from friends and family and things they like to do. But all of the hard work and the long hours have paid off. All 5 of our graduates have become excellent physicians and anesthesiologists. And I would put our graduates up against any in the country because of the experience they've had here at the University of Missouri. This picture here was taken about a year ago when Danny and Debbie and Corey and Tamara and Fu were just about to start their 4th and final year of residency training. And they've spent the last year really honing their skills and working towards becoming independent practitioners. This is our whole group of residents. We take 5 people into the program every year, and we rely on our senior residents to help mentor and train our medical students and our more junior residents. And they've really done a fantastic job of that this year. So for the past 4 years, this has been their home away from home. This is the University of Missouri Hospital. The building on the top is the main hospital. It's a level 1 trauma center, and we have a helicopter that serves all of mid-Missouri. And we always have at least one resident on duty here 24 hours a day. And they get called upon at a moment's notice to go down to the emergency room and maybe see a patient, make a rapid assessment, and provide anesthesia for the patients who are undergoing surgery for life-threatening injuries and emergencies. And this building is also where they take care of some of the most critically ill patients in the whole hospital when they work in the intensive care units. All of our residents spend at least 4 months in the ICU, and that's where they spend all day making critical decisions for patients whose lives are at stake. The building down in the bottom left is our Women and Children's Hospital. Our residents spend at least 4 or 5 months there, providing anesthesia for pediatric and obstetric patients. And the sleek-looking modern building on the right is the Missouri Orthopedic Institute. And our residents rotate through there to learn how to do regional anesthesia, nerve blocks, and things like that for a wide variety of outpatient orthopedic procedures. So these are our residents. First up is Dr. Danny Peterson. Dr. Peterson went to medical school in Broward County, Florida at the Nova Southeastern School of Medicine, and he was our chief resident this year. He did a fantastic job of keeping everybody on track and dealing with all sorts of issues that come up during the year. And Danny is a tinkerer. He loves to build things and work on cars and fix things and figure out how things work. And if you ever have a question about IV fluids, Danny is your guy. He has taught himself everything there is to know about IV fluids, and he's an expert in that area. And he is headed to Hannibal, Missouri to take a private practice job there, but we still hope he'll come back maybe at night and on the weekends to help take call at the university. We could use some more help on the call team, Danny. So we wish all the best to Dr. Danny Peterson. Next up, Dr. Tamara Gailey went to medical school at the State University of New York in upstate New York before coming to the University of Missouri. And Tamara is a whiz in the cardiac room. He has a real knack for understanding physiology and pharmacology during heart surgery. And he won an award for his research on reversing the effects of neuromuscular blocking drugs or paralytics at the MU Health Sciences Research Day this year. And last month, Tamara and his wife welcomed their first child into the world, so that was a big celebration. And Tamara's going to be a busy guy the next year. He is headed to the University of Nebraska to do a fellowship, and he will make an outstanding cardiac anesthesiologist. So congratulations, Dr. Gailey. Dr. Debbie Fubara went to medical school at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, and she was actually a surgery resident for a year before she figured out that we have a lot more fun, and so she switched over to anesthesiology. And she has been a wonderful resident. She's a very hard worker. Anytime we've asked her to stay late or take on a tough assignment, she just says, no worries, and just does the work. Her nickname could be No Worries. She's been a joy to work with, and she's headed back to Texas to work at the Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas. And they'll be very lucky to have someone who is as talented and easy to work with as Debbie is. So best of luck, Dr. Fubara. Enjoy Texas. Dr. Fu Wong got his medical degree from the University of Colorado. And Fu is kind of our jack of all trades. You know, most residents are stronger in some areas than others, but Fu's just kind of good at everything. Whether it's trauma or nerve blocks or OB or IC or whatever it is, Fu just kind of takes to it like a fish to water. And he spent a lot of time this year kind of interviewing all over the country to find just the right job. And he is headed to Las Vegas, Nevada, to work in a private group. So if you're ever in Vegas and you need anesthesia, just call Fu. So best of luck, Dr. Wong. And then last but not least, Dr. Corey Williamson, who went to medical school at the University of Cincinnati. Corey really found his niche in pediatric anesthesiology during his time here. He loves taking care of kids, and he does a great job with our smallest and most fragile patients. And he's going to continue his training in pediatric anesthesiology. Corey is from Texas, and like most true Texans, he wants to move back there eventually, but first he's headed north. He's going to the University of Michigan, a very prestigious training institution, for his fellowship. And that's going to be a lot of hard work, Corey, but it'll pay off. And he's going to make a great pediatric anesthesiologist, and we wish him all the best in that endeavor. These are some of our residents at the American Society of Anesthesiologists meeting. That's our annual meeting that we have every year. This was in Orlando, I believe, and all of our residents presented either an interesting case or some research they had done, and I think they had some fun down there hanging out together too. And the picture on the right, some of our residents joined us in Jefferson City at the Capitol at our annual lobby day, where we go down and try to educate our lawmakers about how important it is to have a physician anesthesiologist leading anesthesia care in the operating room. This picture was taken, this is from 3 years ago. This is when our graduates were just starting out as first-year residents and had a lot of work ahead of them. This is out on the landing pad by our helicopter. And this is from graduation last year. I thought this picture turned out really well. And isn't that a sharp-looking group of people? And they did it. They have fulfilled all the training requirements to be a board-certified anesthesiologist. They just have to take the board exam, and they are ready to go out and practice as independent, confident, competent, safe anesthesiologists. So we'll miss them for sure, but we're glad that they'll be out there representing the University of Missouri. And I would be glad to let any one of them take care of me or any member of my family. They're that good. So lastly, a big thank you to all the friends and family who have supported these guys for the last 12 years that they've been in school and residency. That's what it takes to become a doctor. So once again, congratulations to the graduates. We wish you all the best. And thanks to everyone for tuning in. Good night, everybody.